Hey, real quick, guys, just want to let you know we had a technical error this week, so the audio quality might not be what you guys used to love and know, but we will be back regularly next week. But here's a good episode. This one I didn't want to scrap. Neither one of us wanted to because there was a lot of laughs and it was so much fun. But if you have a problem with it, write to me on social media, bitch.
What up?
The ginger saplings. If that had any relevancy, that'd be a great title.
The ginger saplings.
Yeah.
Welcome to the gingering. Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. This week we're bringing you another solo edition. It's just me and Jason.
YOLO.
He doesn't know what that means. But yeah, we're going to do another one of those solo episodes you guys say you really like. So we'll be covering more crime. We have no guests this week. And we don't need one. That's why he actually just spit on my table. I don't think you guys saw it. It arched over the camera view.
It was more than just mere spit.
That's okay. It's at my house, so it's fine. Nobody cares.
I'll wipe it up later.
But yeah, let's get into this episode, you guys. Also, check out my Instagram. I'm gonna promote this. I still wish I could make myself float away when I stutter because I stutter so fucking much. So check out my Instagram at MikeyBTheComic, trying to get my followers up so I can sell tickets. And we are going to be bringing you guys live shows coming soon. We're still formatting it. I know I've been saying that for a bit, but I feel like none of y'all have been listening for a while, so that's fine. But yeah, we do have live shows coming, and we're going to try to find ways to be interactive with the crowd a little bit. Not too much. Don't fuck our shit up. But
Just enough.
Yeah. Let's get into this. You got some questions, Jason? What are we talking about this week?
So, a couple things I just saw in random passing and it made me think. Who's one person that you would never want to have a beer with? I guess we'll go famous or whatever. I mean,
yeah.
you're like, yeah, fucking Jim.
Yeah. Joey. I never want to have a beer with Joey. Nobody gives a shit. Man. There's plenty of celebrities that just... CM Punk.
Yeah.
I would never want to have he's a wrestler.
Well, he's a straight edge, so he wouldn't have a beer with you anyway.
Exactly. He just... well, he's a real man's man.
Figures,
yeah.
right?
Nice Pepsi tattoo.
Man, for me, Gilbert Gottfried.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to have a beer with Gilbert Gottfried.
Would you?
Yeah.
Until you had a beer with Gilbert Gottfried. That'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
You know...
No, keep going. Keep going. I like.
Let me tell you a couple of things.
I hate the sound of your voice. You make him sound like a songbird.
Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show.
Michael Douglas. I don't want to have a beer with him.
Well, he's old as fuck now.
Yeah.
He
probably makes his own beer now.
Crap his pants.
Do publicity. Man, I know there's plenty of celebrities that I hate. Like, I don't know. I used to have a huge crush on Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
But I read something where she said she doesn't condone people who smoke or drink. It makes them ugly. And I was like, you sound fucking stupid right now.
You're a
right?
dumb bitch right now.
I know, I'm not saying if you don't drink or smoke that you're stupid, but you sound like an asshole when you say shit like that.
Like an ass hat.
Yeah. Stick your head up your ass. Stick it up mine. All right, now I like her again.
I think wouldn't like Russell Crowe try to kick our ass probably if we had a beer with him?
Oh, Russell Crowe would kick our ass.
Mate.
Both of us at the same time.
Fuck you just say.
He's gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna send this clip. I'm gonna tweet this clip at him. Yeah,
I'm down to Texas and talk to these fellas.
I thought of someone I wouldn't want to have a beer with him. Just Aquaman. I liked him until he did Aquaman. Aquaman was such a shit movie.
I would totally have a beer with Jason Momoa, but I don't want one with Aquaman either. No, he seems like a prick.
Yeah, fuck Aquaman. Yeah. Jeans? You threw a broken bottle of whiskey into the ocean in the movie.
And then swam through that shit.
Yeah, and in skinny jeans. After you threw a broken bottle of Jack Daniels in the ocean, asshole.
What makes you instantly lose respect for another human?
I don't really respect other humans.
Okay.
So
we're all starting at zero to begin with you.
Man, people who just can't drive in general. People, like when people are... gas brake. My mom drives like that. I still respect my mom.
Oh, you feel it in the car?
But yeah, but it's like, I'm like,
hey,
she's still trying to rock me to sleep like a 40-year-old baby.
Dude, driving is one of my things that makes me instantly lose respect. I can't stand a bad driver, man.
I think everybody says that, and everybody's a bad driver, especially in Texas.
I'm a good driver.
I know you feel that way, but you almost killed us on the way back from Colorado.
Almost means I'm a good driver.
Well, no, because it shouldn't have had been even a chance of it. people who are rude to like waiters and servers and bartenders, people just talk to them like they're trash.
Yeah.
Or like they're beneath them.
Is there people left that still support Joe Biden?
I don't know.
I was going to say that.
I really do. I don't. We don't do politics, and I don't know shit about politics. We've made this clear. Jason likes to bring it up. That's okay. People who keep bringing up politics, that makes me lose respect.
You instantly lose respect for me immediately.
I've
now.
never
We're
respected
early in the show.
I've never respected you, not once.
What's something that you're supposed to like but find slightly annoying?
The Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find other people's kids annoying.
Oh, I fucking hate.
I
hate
kids.
Even kids I'm related to. They're children. I don't know. And I know I'm dumb too, but just
if they're not part of like the primary branch, you're just like, fuck you.
Like friends that you had before they had kids and marriage, and they were out like doing coke on a Tuesday, and now they have kids and like, can you please take our shoes off? And actually, can you not say poop around
we don't
Jimmy?
curse in the house anymore.
Little Jimmy can't hear the word poop, or he's not going to stop saying it.
Will you just wash your hands so you don't smell like cigarettes? Tell your kid don't fucking climb on me then.
Yeah.
If he doesn't like the smell of cigarettes.
Tell your kid to stop lighting it for me then. Tell your kid to quit smoking with me.
Sex in a pool or a hot tub. I find it slightly
please.
Annoying. I find it.
What?
You're supposed to like it, but it's slightly annoying. You know why? Because the water just washes away the natural lubricant. It's like kind of like.
I found a way. I thought I told you this advice because my last house had a pool.
What'd you have?
Just don't take it all the way back out. Once you get in there,
just stay soaked.
Watertight, just watertight like a real Ziploc, not the knockoff Ziploc bags. Not with the green tabs at the top.
Natural.
Yeah,
You'll see 4 hours.
Also, a lot of the women I had sex with in the pool were pretty loose, so that friction made it feel tighter.
Okay.
So maybe that's what it was.
Okay, that's fair.
But our rule was no sex in the pool, so I had a bunch of sex in the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were going to go into a rhyme there for a second. Our rule was don't have sex in the pool, or I'm going to fool you.
Treat you
I
right.
didn't have sex in the pool.
No, I wasn't. I'm glad you did, though.
Yeah.
But hot tub. Have I had hot tub sex? How many times have you had sex in the pool?
I can count on 2 hands.
I can count on 2 people's hands. I've had bad sex in the pool though. So
hot tub sex is better because you can pop up out of the hot tub and get back in like the regular air of the world instead of underwater.
Have you ever jacked off in a pool?
Hasn't everybody?
Nice.
I mean, if you have a pool and you're swimming in it alone, that's your pool to jack off in if you want to.
No, it's no fuss, no muss. There's no mess.
You're good to go.
You just make a little silly string underwater and you move on. And you don't get back in for a few days till it cycles through the filters.
I hurt my back the other day, I told you, and I was like, just in major pain. You have back injury.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Chronic pain. Back
Only
pain
when I'm awake.
Only when you're alive.
Yeah.
I was sitting there feeling sorry for myself, and I thought of this. Would you rather have extreme back pain forever or have a broken heart forever?
Broken heart. 'Cause at least I can take a nap. When my back flares up, which I've flared my back up sneezing or coughing.
Yeah.
You know, just sometimes you get like a surprise fart sneeze. Sometimes I'll sneeze and like I'm back, like it just feels like one side got yanked up, and now I'm just uncomfortable for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I had to go to the chiropractor like same day it happened. I was putting my pants on. That's where I fucked up.
But also, I live with broken heart every day because any pretty girl that smiles at me, I fall in love with, and I start naming kids. I even start going through fights we're gonna have, and then she is like that's 1785. I'm like, thank you. Move on. So I live with broken heart every day. I fall in and out of love at least 3 times a day.
I mean,
if I leave the house.
At least with a broken heart, you can still stand up, walk around, do shit, lift stuff, move, twist, turn, be comfortable, sleep.
Yeah, I'd rather that. I got a would you rather.
What?
Would you rather get an STD, we'll say curable, but would you rather get...
That's not a good one then.
Okay, do you mind if I say the same?
Sorry.
Would you rather get... Because I only said that because I knew you'd bring it up. But would you rather get an STD and nobody know about it, or would you rather give an STD and your friends found out?
How many people are walking around right now with STDs that nobody knows about?
Statistics show that 1 out of every 1 human has an STD.
1 out of every 1?
It's Brian.
Okay.
Brian's got an STD. No, I don't know. Google it. I'll Google it.
Right?
Yeah, Google it, pal. Let's see.
Because
How many humans are walking around with an STD? 1 in 5 people.
1 in 5
in the U.S.
In the U.S. Okay. So rather than everyone else knowing, I think that if everyone knows that you did that, is that the question? You either walk around with the STD quietly or
You walk. No, you. Yeah, you. Well, you. It's curable. So I mean, whatever you want to say. Nobody knows you have one. Everybody knows you gave one. Which would you rather?
No, I think that could be like tied to a crime. Everyone knows you gave one.
If it's AIDS, but I mean, if it's like the clap or something, I don't think they'll take you on Judge Judy. Which I had a weird sex dream about Judge Judy last night.
She's got big lips.
She's got good. She's got some good grandma butt.
Judge Judy's hot, huh?
It wasn't even that she was hot. Like we were getting sexual, and then all of a sudden, a friend of mine pointed out how wrinkly she was, and then she was all wrinkled in the dream, and I was like, "You shallow held me in my dream."
So you like find a spot and fuck it?
No, I couldn't even. I in my dream, I went impotent. Yeah, I couldn't even get a dream boner. I was pissed at my friend because I was like, "You just ruined this for me." Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even somebody I knew. It was just like a proverbial friend. But what would you rather have?
I would rather the first one. Nobody knows about it.
Yeah, but then how does everybody know you got laid? Yeah.
That's gross.
That's the grossest street cred available on the market.
I mean, that's real, though. That's real.
Yeah.
But they'll just have to take my word for it. I mean, she goes to a different place that's not in this town.
Yeah,
so.
she goes to a different school. So. And the fact that she goes to school, I meant college.
College, man. How about, would you rather ask your ex for a favor or ask a total stranger for a favor? You have some exes you're on good terms with? That'd be like, sure, Mike, I'll help you.
I feel like all my exes expect me to be asking them for favors all the time. I feel like they all... And only because they paid rent just the whole time they were with me.
Yeah.
My rent, that is. But depends on the favor, really.
Yeah?
Yeah. But
I wouldn't want to ask an ex for a favor at all.
I'd
I'd rather ask a total stranger for a favor.
Have you ever had to ask a stranger for a favor?
Yeah, I have.
I had to ask a stranger
Like, hey,
for a
can you
favor.
help me here for a second, man? I hate to ask.
When I went to Galveston, I was high on acid, and I was trying to get to the beach to enjoy the acid.
Yeah.
And I went into
Little
a
did you know
southern...
you were going to go shit on a kid when you got there?
Well, I did poop on a kid. That was... You say it like it's a bad thing. It was... That was a direct hit. It's not like I held the kid in my ass and shit on him. I shit up the shoreline and yeah, I hit him, dude. Fucking sank the battleship. No, but I stopped at a 7-Eleven or a gas station to get supplies, you know, like drinks and food and stuff. Because I get the acid munchies and shit. So I go to the store and I buy beer, I buy everything I need, and I put it in the trunk. I got my cooler set up, I got ice in there, food's all looking good, ready to wheel out to the beach. I close the trunk, I go to get in my car, and I locked my keys in the trunk.
Oh, shit.
My phone, the only time I didn't put my phone in my pocket when I got out, my phone was in the car.
Everything.
My wallet was, I had stuck my wallet in the car, and I guess it locked when I closed the door. So my money, everything was in the fucking car, and I had to ask a stranger to use his phone, and he looked at me like, where's your phone?
Where's your phone?
Why don't you have a phone?
This is a scam.
Yeah, no, you can't use my phone. What are you trying to fuck me? I was like, and a nice guy actually did finally let me use his phone, and he gave me a number of his friend who, like, could unlock my car, and like he charges for it, whatever.
He like does special services.
But he's like, I'll wait here with you. And I was like, all right. Luckily, I had my cigarettes in my pocket, so I could stand there and smoke cigarettes.
He
Or
was like
whatever.
inviting you in his car to sit there. And
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'll stand here, bro. It's fine. And I stood next to his car, and he was telling me he was there just grabbing something real quick. His dog's at the vet, and told me this sad story.
Life story. Yeah.
And gave me like the first half of my trip was thinking about this guy's dying dog, and I felt so bad. And that was the last time I asked a stranger for a favor.
Now you wonder if all these strangers that you're not asking favor for are like coping with animal sickness in their life and shit.
I feel like we all are. Also, I wonder when I see other people, I'm like, where are all these people going? Like, what are these people doing?
I used to always
Who are
imagine
these people?
when cars were driving by, I'm like, that's a whole different story that's happening for them. That's a new story. That's a new
All
story.
these other
That's a new
stories,
story.
that's what I used to think. But after watching this movie on Hulu, I think it was Mandela Effect or something, it made me think, like, what if these are all just simulations and they only exist when they're in connection or range of me seeing or interacting with them? Other than that, they're just like holograms or nothing. Well, like as you drive, What if nothing is going on until you actually get there? But you would never know. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
I don't know. The census determined that they're actually.
I'm high. Woo! The whole thing's a program. Which, if we're going to talk about that, I wanted to mention this to you when you got here. Right before you got here, I was stuffing my face with food, and my roommate was watching wrestling. Whatever. They had a Denny's commercial, but it started with "There's a glitch in the Matrix." I look up and it's like a lumberjack slam on TV. I was like, "Fuck you, Denny's." I base all my life decisions on the Matrix, and where there's a Denny's nearby.
And now you're gonna try to appeal to me after all these years.
It just made me mad they use the Matrix, but whatever.
Are they promoting that movie? I guess.
They probably sponsored it or paid for a jacket in the movie so they could make commercials about it.
Cox. Moon's Over My Hammy is good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I also like the Superbird.
Yes, that's the lunch version of the Moon's Over My Hammy because they don't have eggs in the afternoon. No, I'm
Well,
just,
they have eggs all
They have
day.
eggs all day.
Got meth all day.
All the huevos.
Meths.
All the huevos.
I don't. I'm gonna cut this part out.
Okay.
Probably not though, because I always say that and I don't.
How about this? Would you
It's tradition.
Would you rather work under extreme hot sun or in extreme cold?
Hot sun. I feel like I can't do anything in the cold. I feel like nothing gets done. Like if I lived in Minnesota or somewhere like that, like near Fargo, where it's like 6 months of the year is ice and snow on the ground.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just die. I just wouldn't do shit.
Just so you get used to it, you adapt. You wear your Carhartt fucking pants. And
If I was
jacket
born
and
in
all
it,
that.
yeah, but like now as an almost 40-year-old man who sneezes his back out, I got to put on fucking 8 coats to smoke a cigarette. I'll just lay here and die.
Yeah, at my stage, fucking, I can't get another one to fit on top of what I'm wearing right now.
I thought you were gonna say you can't get an erection.
Oh no, that's working just fine.
Yeah. Thanks for those Viagra, by the way.
Zing!
Zing? You just zinged me? Yeah. Just so you know, Jason doesn't do stand-up comedy. If you guys weren't
100 fucking
didn't know.
episodes into it, almost.
Yeah.
No. All right. Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
Vomit on my hero. I don't want you to throw up on me. Fuck you, pal.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't want no puke on me in any instance.
I've had puke on me.
Yeah.
I have.
Have I been puked
You
on
know.
by someone else?
Kids, I'm sure your kids puked on
Yeah,
you
I
when
mean,
they were
my
little.
kids puked on me, but I mean, it's like, you're like, oh, it's my kids.
I couldn't have a baby. If a baby pooped on me, I'd be like, oh, sorry. It'd be a react. Be like,
I had
sorry.
to beat that bitch ass.
Sorry. But you need to know, motherfucker. No, I
Shit on me.
I told you this story. I don't know if I've said this on here, but I went to Austin with an ex, and her brother worked at a bar, not on 6th Street. It was off of 6th Street, like the street over, but he knew all the bartenders. So we go, and every bar we go to, he gets her a different. He's like, try this root beer vodka, try this extra agave tequila. And I was like, hey man, give her. She's got to stick to one thing, all right? Just pick one. Don't switch it up on her.
That's how it works.
And she's like, I'm not a baby. Fuck you. I drank what I want. I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
Okay.
So we go back to his bar, and they're just everywhere we go. They're just giving us drinks, and it was cool as fuck. It was fun, and we'd already been at Marley Fest, walking around, getting high all day, and we get in the cab to leave. And before we even pull off, the cab driver's like asking us something. She goes like this, she goes, "Whoop," and then throws up in it. And she had a purse. She did this out the door. She
had
fucking
options. She had options.
yeah. I was open my mouth to say, "Do you need a Tums?" Before I could say Tums.
Do you need a Tums?
Yeah, I was like, a string of throw up came out of her hands into my mouth, into my cheek. I remember. I can still
like
feel it.
that right into
And
your
no,
cheek.
and some bounced down my throat. And then I'm like,
taste buds.
and then she moves her hand and pukes all over the cab driver, all over his back, turns, pukes all over me. And this wasn't the first time she puked on me. I literally, puke covered, had to wrestle this cab driver's phone away from him because he was trying to call the cops because she was fucked up.
Yeah.
I had to give him like $300 because they charge like some fee for that, and you go to jail. But I was like, let me just pay you.
Ironically, the amount of money.
The amount of money I had on me was $300.
So they took all your money.
Took all my money. We had to ride in our underwear to my car, which was parked at another bar we started at.
Yeah.
And we get there, and he's super pissed. And I get out and I start to say sorry. He's like, "Fuck off!" And he closes the door and drives off. And then we drove. I made her take her clothes off. I took mine. We drove back to the hotel naked, and went in the hotel to clean up. And then I'm fucking fuming. I'm pissed. I was drunk.
You hit it.
No, dude. I did.
You guys are already naked.
I would throw up on me. That's the one lube I don't want to use. Yeah. But with, like, I take a shower, she takes a shower, I'm pissed, I'm smoking a joint.
Still, do you hear
And she
it?
goes,
She's clean now.
in our parking lot, and you and I stayed at this hotel before in Austin, there was that Denny's in the
Oh,
parking
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
She goes, I feel a lot better now, you want some Denny's? That was the second time she threw up on me. We broke up over text shortly after.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
After like 2 years.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a clean break.
Would you rather get trapped in the middle of a food fight or a water balloon fight?
Water balloon fight. Food that other people have touched is just gross to me.
Yeah, I don't want all that shit stuck
It
in
is.
me.
I don't like eating off someone else's plate unless it's like shrimp, like fried shrimp or something like that. I don't know. Just other people, like when I see other people like in food fights grab mashed potatoes, those are not edible to me anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
They just contaminated the whole bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do the water balloon
Water
fight
balloon,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can show my nips.
Would you rather live in a world with no toilet paper or no soap?
Oh, come on. Well, I mean, we'd find another way to wipe our ass, right? It'd be all bidets.
Okay.
Or no soap. Man,
No toilet paper or no soap.
I don't think you can live in either of those worlds, and that's why there was plagues in the Middle Ages. Right?
I mean, you wipe your butt. That's your hand in your butt. You can't wash it with soap.
Well, if there's no toilet paper, then there's soap. So if you wipe your hand, then you wash it, but then it gets in your nails, and then the
You
creases.
gotta dig it out.
Ugh,
Scrape
pass.
it out.
I'm gonna take a knee on this one.
You're not doing either one. You're like, I want both.
Yeah, I want both.
I
I wish there was a better way than toilet paper, because
Yeah,
I was a big
gonna
guy.
say-
We poop so much. I wish you still need it if you have a bidet.
You still got to
Right.
give yourself you got to wipe off the wet. Yeah. Yeah. What if somebody made an extension that was like the bidet does that, but then they have like like the dryer, like you put your hands in the supersonic dryer and it dries them? What if they have a mini supersonic dryer that dries your asshole?
Credit card swipes you.
Yeah.
It's just
Why not?
I don't trust that. It might. I don't know. I got a weird shaped ass.
What if when the robots come to life, that's the one that fucking lets you know?
No.
Yeah.
I'd rather a robot that I could fuck come to life. And I don't want that one wiping my ass.
Would you rather people knew all the details of your finances or the details of your love life?
They're both sad. They're not. Neither one is good. I'd say
Like, I'll
finances.
tell you all right now.
I'd say finances, because all the shit I make fun of, I've done in relationships and in,
Yeah.
with love. Like the classic sitting outside someone's house. Why is that light on? Who's that other figure? Why doesn't she know that we're together? Kind of
All
no.
that.
No, I haven't done that. I've never stalked anybody that didn't know that I didn't date before.
Like it wasn't part of the role play.
But I did that to a girlfriend, and I was like, "Why am I doing this? Is stupid. Get out of here."
Yeah.
And then I cried and jacked off in the car.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least you learned.
I'm already
from it.
there.
Did you learn from it? You never did it again?
Yeah, I did learn from it. Keep napkins in the car.
I think I'd rather people knew my finances than my personals.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. So yeah, go with the.
You're surprised.
Because there's nothing to know. I have nothing. There you go.
Yeah.
I owe money.
Would you?
Do you ever think there will be a day where you don't owe anybody a goddamn thing?
It's not looking like it.
Right?
No, it's not looking like it.
Yeah, I'm going to be a famous comedian. I'm almost 40, and I owe money to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first big paycheck can take care of it, but you're not going to use that first big paycheck on taking care of it.
I'm buying a grill. No, I'm just kidding. I want an all gold tracksuit.
Why not?
Yeah, gold foil.
Fuck it. What about if you only hit? This is a would you rather. Would you rather be able to only buy used underwear or used toothbrushes?
Oh, used underwear. I'm not putting it in my mouth.
Used underwear.
I just wouldn't wear underwear anymore. I just lie.
Rambo.
Yeah.
Free ball. Commando. Any of that
Yeah,
shit.
I just wouldn't wear sweatpants anymore. Because you can see what's not there.
I was gonna say.
You can see what's there, but you can also see what's
just
not there.
Just let the coconuts knock around, for a little bit.
I wish these were coconuts. These are fucking banana, but these are orange sacks, and not like the ones off
It's
the
like
side of the
fruit bats.
freeway.
They're like fruit bats hanging between your legs.
Yeah, like a couple of long-skinned potatoes.
Would you rather be in prison for 5 years or medically induced in a coma for a decade?
Ooh, the coma.
Yeah?
Yeah, because then I can at least be passed out when people butt fuck me.
But all that time lost, man. Like life, you still live life in prison.
Yeah, but then you spend the next 10 years thinking about all that shit in prison. I just don't. I'd rather sleep through it.
Just
no
turn
thanks.
it off, turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably be healthier too if I just sleep for 10 years.
Definitely. I mean, they probably would give you the overhaul. You're like, let me do the 10-year overhaul, please.
I feel like if I'm in a coma for 10 years, they're just leaving me there. If they don't cut me off because nobody's paying for it.
Yeah.
What would you pick?
Man, I don't got many decades left, man. So.
It might add a decade if I sleep for one. If I take one off from all the shit I do to my body.
It's possible. I think I'll take the 5 years, man.
Really?
Yeah, that sucks. But
that's gross.
I want to live. I want to experience shit.
You might die in prison.
The whole fucked up thing is that my vision of dying is when the lights go out, the lights go out. I mean, so it's just like, it's the same thing. It's like, you're losing time with the, you're losing time. What if the lights go out and they don't even come back on? What if you only had 10 years to live?
What if you wake up and it's a zombie apocalypse or it's something even different or worse or whatever? I'll still take that.
Yeah? Overgrown? Like
I pretty much already live like that now. I sleep till 4 o'clock every day. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to an open mic. And then like 8:30, my roommate's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, yeah.
I was going to go. You still going?
Yeah, I'm going next week.
I think I read everything. Oh, how about this? Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 with a lot of regrets?
100.
100. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's no matter what.
Yeah.
That means that I live to 100.
I feel like there's no way to be 100% no regrets. Like, even if you only do what you want, which I basically do, turn down shit. Not basically, but I mean, I do as much as I can, do whatever I want, and try to not regret things. But you're always going to regret something. Sometimes it's even something as small as, like, a girl that smiled at me at a store or something.
I regret not saying something.
I didn't say anything because I'm a bitch. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take the 100
because
years.
the kolaches were hot and ready. You're like, I'm already going somewhere.
I'm kind of busy right now. I got 2 more minutes to get kolaches and they close. But it's my lighter.
You look like you're guarding it with your life.
I am. I'll take the 100 because I don't feel. How old do you think you're gonna live? Like, I know your age now, and I won't blast you.
I've always as a little kid had imagined 88 in my mind. That's what I was imagining. 88.
Back to the Future was a big movie.
88, yeah.
88 gigawatts.
82, 86.
How many gigawatts was it?
1.21 gigawatts. It's gigawatts.
Whoa, that sounds.
Gigawatt?
Careful with the jigga there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like I'll live like much past 50.
Hey, stop it, man.
That's the way I feel?
Nah.
I'm not making a joke. I just, in my mind, I feel that way.
Well,
unless
you got to take better care of yourself then, if that's the case.
I know, but I don't want to.
I know it's fun to not.
You've seen we've both been through periods where we did and like ran and work out, and lost weight and all that stuff, and then I always end up back here. I'll lose weight for a while, and then I end up just fat again and lazy.
Every time I lose weight, I look older than I am, and then when I get fat again, I look like my age.
I don't.
Weird.
It
it doesn't, but it's the truth.
You got to stay unhealthy to stay young. 21 forever.
That's the
21 scrimps.
How about this? Is my last one I have. Would you rather be extremely gassy on a first date or have explosive diarrhea on your wedding?
Ooh.
I'm farting around the new girl. I don't give a shit. Fuck it.
I've had that. I have never been married, but I've had both of those on a first date. I've been gassy.
You had explosive diarrhea
and gassy.
Yeah.
Have you ever sharded on a date?
No, not on a date. Other times, but not on a date. Yeah.
I don't know if I have on a date, but I've definitely had swamp ass on a date.
I've had some swamp ass on a date.
Have you ever been on a date where you had to, like, it was going well and you had to go to the bathroom and just do a white swamp check real quick?
Just to give yourself a swipe.
Do a mud test.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, I don't want to. Can you imagine getting laid and having swamp ass and then leaving streaks on her sheets?
Oh shit! A memento. That's for you.
We'll put this in the scrapbook.
Yeah, I'll leave a brown trail here for you to find me later.
Yeah, we scratched the S out of scrapbook because of this memory.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We're getting close to time to move on. I only have like one or two new jokes.
Couple of things.
I need help with the ending of some of these. I might have done this one on here a while back. I don't think I did though, but let's see here. I did that one. Okay. I have one that will connect back to stuff we were talking about earlier.
You haven't heard this?
You might have. I don't think you've heard this, but I was. I think I might have told you when it happened, but I was looking for a place to live before I moved here, and my friend said he had a room for rent. He said he only wanted $300 a month, and I was like, "That's you don't find rent that cheap anymore, right?
Yeah.
A house." I go to look at it, and I don't think he realized that the tenant I'm replacing, because I met her, she was there. She was a cam girl on OnlyFans, and I know that because I subscribed to her before I met her. And they say don't meet your heroes. They're fucking wrong. She was so hot. Fucking stole like 2 pairs of her underwear. But he shows me her room, and she's not in it. But
You
her
guys
stuff
lingered
is.
around her room long enough for you to do that?
Well, I went to the bathroom. But he shows me her room. Right, we go up there. She's not in her room, but her stuff was still there because she wasn't moving out for like a few weeks. And he opens the door, and I look. I kind of like lean in and look around, and I recognize the room, right? Because I've seen it so many times. I felt like I came in that room already. But he's talking and explaining stuff, and I couldn't hear anything he's saying. He went like Charlie Brown on me, like mom, 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 because I fixated on one item in the room, and like he had the window open, which I knew right then I wasn't going to live there, right? We're in Texas. Fucking open the window. Fuck
the
you.
window wasn't an
I need
extent.
I need central air. Fuck that. But the item that tractor beamed me was a dildo on the windowsill. It was at full attention, and it was just kind of gracefully just waving in the wind, right? It was like, hi, Mike. It just caught my attention. And it wasn't just because it was a dildo, because I expected that. It's because she was charging it, and it was plugged in via USB. She was charging her dildo into an Xbox.
Oh, nice.
How do you
It's
play
a power
that game?
supply. It's a power supply.
How do you play that game?
Oh.
Right?
Okay, I see where you're going. Yeah.
I don't have it in for that joke, but I think that's fucking hilarious.
My only objection in there is that.
Well, I won't have someone interrupt me like you did.
Yeah, that was horrible. Never do
it's
this.
Fucking terrible.
But have you ever seen? It's just a thought. Have you ever seen a not erect dildo?
They're always erect.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, you pointed out that it was fully erect, like it was like an erect dildo.
No, it was that full. It was standing straight up and it was waving.
How about just say? How about just wait? The first thing that the tractor beamed what you said was just the giant dildo at full staff waving at me.
That's what I said.
I think you put more emphasis on it being erect, where it was like it made me think.
I feel like you fixated on it.
Well, it made me
you
stop
haven't
the
listened
joke
to
in my
me?
mind, and I was like, but they're always erect, aren't they?
I see what you're saying. Find a way just not to do that. Also,
It's so minor.
yeah,
So minor.
yeah, of
Sorry.
course. You don't listen to me. Haven't in 20 years. Anyways,
I also didn't have an ending to offer. So.
yeah, it's just something I feel like the more times I say it, the closer I get to getting an ending for it.
It's funny, and
I've had it for a
you
while.
know what I like about a lot of your jokes? I like that a lot of your jokes are true. They're like
Yeah.
actually things that happen to you. They're like real things.
That's
that-
what you're supposed to do, I think, is give them a piece of you. So, I mean, and you know me, my life is like a cartoon. I get into those stupid situations. I'm not like saying to promote myself. Like, I get into stupid shit. I'm the one exception to everything. My situation is always different from the way it went for, my experience is always different from everybody else's on the simplest.
Do you think
shit.
everybody feels that same way though?
Yeah, we're all special. We're all snowflakes.
It's all those different stories
Yeah.
in the car that are passing by.
Yep. Cool. That's such a cool. You're
You
so
know,
cool.
I might not
You're
always
so
have the
cool.
answers, but I'll always listen.
You didn't even listen to this. You still.
Huh?
Exactly. Anyways, I had one other one, and this kind of relates to earlier, but like, I don't remember. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But I hate when I meet other dudes, right? And you get into. Let me see it because I'm gonna smoke one.
I was smoldering that.
Just
up.
like when you meet new dudes and you're having conversation. And I've had women say this to me too, though, when they ask like, "Oh, do you have kids?" And I say no because I don't have kids. And they're like, "That you know of." Fuck you! I look like a fucking deadbeat just walking. What do I look like to you? What's going on in your
Gigolo
fucking
Mike.
life?
Gigolo
Yeah.
Mike. Here we go.
Like, don't you think I would know if I got some pussy?
You're just dropping loads off across the country.
Yeah. Also, I look like that. I'm clearly I look more like the guy who will go half on a fucking Planned Parenthood visit. Yeah, we're going
At
50-50.
At
like,
least. Yeah.
and I'm not saying we have to. That's just all I have is half of what it takes.
Yeah.
But
You don't like the whole just make it in their drink or their eggs the next morning or something and just.
well, yeah, but you can only buy so many Plan B pills at a time, and they're like $40.
It's a lot more expensive if you don't do it.
Oh, I know. That's why I spent the $40. But I don't know. I think that's a funny premise. Just like that you know of, right? That you know. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You fucking deadbeat. Get out of here. I don't know.
I've heard people say that to other people. People have said that to me too. It's like, you're like, fuck you, bro. What about your illegitimate kids? What are you trying to say about my illegitimate kids, man?
Yeah, it's just like they
That's
judge
between
you.
me and them, bro. It's a sensitive subject.
It's just like they judge you immediately. Like, oh, this piece of shit would never care for another human being. I don't know. There's something there. These are new ones.
They're not wrong, right?
I've been lazy about writing stuff. I have another newer one that I did last night that went pretty well, but it's too long and I just don't want to do it. I'll save it for next week. But yeah, all these other ones you guys have heard. Let's move on. We're getting close to time. I think we'll actually only have time for that one.
Okay.
Big story.
Yeah.
And, you guys get ready because now it's time for some crime stories.
Time for crime stories, bitch. Bitch. Time for crime stories, bitch.
So this time we've got the Richardson family killing. That's our story.
Juicy.
Jasmine Richardson's relationship with her boyfriend Jeremy Stanky grew, and so did their heinous plan to massacre her family.
So, his name is Stanky, Jeremy Stanky.
Jeremy Stanky.
And you said also you said heinous, which made me think of anus, stanky anus.
You know, in hindsight, I did think
How much would it piss you off if you had to go through this world as Mr. Stanky?
Hey, Mr. Stanky.
Like if I was a comic and my name was Stanky, that'd be perfect. But also, people would ask you all the time, like, "What's your real name?
Yes.
What's your real name?"
Stanky.
Yeah, it's Stanky.
It's Stanky. That's actually the name.
I come from a long line of Stinkies.
Yeah, would you try? Would you try to church it up and like be like, no, it's Steinke?
Steinke,
Yeah.
actually.
The Steinke.
But the time we grew up, they just called.
Steinke in here.
The time we grew up, we'd have kids saying that, or they'd call us stain gay. We're gay stain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like because you'd pick on someone if that was their last name by saying that. Right?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying about this guy in my mind right now.
All right. So our story goes back. It starts in April 2006 in a town with a funny name. To me, it's Medicine Hat, Canada.
Medicine Hat, Canada?
Yeah, that's a real town.
Medicine Hat.
Medicine
Who
Hat.
the fuck is naming the shit in this story?
How many people live in Medicine Hat, I wonder?
Medicine Hat?
1,000 or 10,000?
So is it two words? Medicine
Medicine
Hat?
Space Hat.
What is a medicine hat?
It's a city in Canada.
You know what? I'd buy a medicine hat. That sounds fun, actually.
I mean, a medicine hat sounds like what it would like. It would just distribute medicine to you. Like I can just get perks.
Actually,
or something.
I used to live with this lady, Kim. I can say her name because she's probably dead. But she had a medicine hat.
She literally had a medicine hat?
She was so broke and had so many pills, for $5 she would fill my hand up with Somas and Xanax.
Did she have stash like in her top hat?
She had an old lady bonnet, and sometimes
That's where she hid them.
that's where the drugs
They
were.
don't check your hair when they put you over.
That's what she She had this son who was a little fucking. He was a little fucker of a kid. He was like Bobby Hill, but even more pussyish. But he was just.
So somebody fucked this old lady like within 10 years?
Everybody fucked this old lady, dude.
Yeah.
But not me. I didn't fuck her. But
Oh yeah, of course.
she tried though. She would wear like loose shorts and like try to Kim Basinger me. She tried to.
Be like, your ball sex, I guess.
Yeah.
That's my vagina.
I know. I said that. We were sitting in the living room and there was like 4 people because it was those crew apartments. And she did that and I was like, hey, your balls are hanging out.
At least you're scrote. What is that? You're something.
Somebody spilled their beer and she goes, that's my pussy. And I was like, oh, that pussy's so low. That's public pussy right there. That's not.
Damn. The
That's
motherfuckers
not-
are wiping the floor.
You can't just drag your private property all over the place. Oh.
Yeah, remember Medicine Hat.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, I didn't know you.
She's dead.
All right, everyone in Okay, so in April 2006 in Medicine Hat, Canada, everyone in Jasmine Richardson's family was killed except for her. But her life wasn't miraculously spared, nor was she heartbroken about the incident.
Why are you talking to me like
That's
that?
because the deaths of the Richardson family were the result of a murder by the hands of 12-year-old Jasmine and her then 23-year-old boyfriend.
Ah.
Dun, dun, dun.
23 and 12.
Jeremy Steinke.
Mr. Stanky.
Do you doubt that somebody last name Stanky would underage date?
Well, I would hope not, but that's 11 years, right? He's 23, she's 12.
That's right.
Why? Then, like, I'm sure you have too. When I was younger, I knew plenty of girls in my class that were dating, like, dudes that were still wearing their high school jackets but were, like, 23.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's that? That's an old man.
Like, you're holding on to it, bro.
Like now that's a child.
Are you going to, like, try to pick up, like, fucking sophomores and shit still? I mean, like, come on, you know?
She's not even a sophomore. She's a fucking junior.
No,
high.
yeah, she's in, like, fucking, like, junior high.
She's, like, 7th grade.
Damn. That's gross.
And the thing is, like, I have an uncle his wife was 15 when they got married and he was 25. And I know that's like a big gap and it's weird. And I've dated girls with that age range, but they were still in their 20s, even though I was in my 30s. But my uncle and my aunt are still together, and like I love both of them. But it's just weird to think about.
Man, see, this is the 90s, and for me, and it was a different time, but, like, it's nothing involving me at all whatsoever. I'm just an observer. But I just to be clear,
I just seen the shit.
I was eating chicken and watching.
Yeah, I just seen the shit, and I didn't say nothing to nobody.
But there was a ton of girls that I knew that were, like, 13, 14, 15, 16, when I was that age, that they'd be dating 20-year-old dudes, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old dudes, and it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with that motherfucker? You know, I mean, what were you supposed to tell? What were you supposed to tell back at that time? Parents knew.
Yeah.
Everybody knew.
And if you did tell, you was a bitch and a snitch.
Yeah.
And you got thrown in the
Because
ditch.
you know parents will fucking throw your name under the bus.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be like, I talked to Jason the other day and he said you guys were dating.
Please don't tell her I told you. Oh, don't worry. Jason told me that you were fucking an old man.
I heard it from Jason. All right, so they're charged with...
All the parents said like that in
Chicago? Yes, they do.
Oh, okay.
If you can understand whatever language it is they're speaking. So,
that sounds
there's a lot of different languages being spoken in Chicago. I gotta tell you, man, Assyrian, Polish, Hebrew, all kinds of Nigerian. I mean,
Midwest tard language.
Yeah, there's that. You gotta understand that shit.
And not like retarded people. You know.
They put these in the milk now.
Milk.
All right, so
I had some milk last night. Actually, it was good.
They were charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Jasmine Richardson was the youngest person convicted on multiple counts of murder in Canada's history. In 2016, she was set free.
What? So 10 years? She only did 10 years?
What?
Huh?
I think you guys heard it, right?
What?
Okay.
So she only did 10 years for 3 murder charges?
There's how it went down.
That's a good way to tell me to shut the fuck up.
Here's the drastic transition of Jasmine Richardson. Her and Jeremy Steinke met at a punk rock show, no surprise.
How'd she get into a punk rock show?
He snuck her in.
Where is this at again?
Medicine Hat,
Hat in Canada, right? I got Chicago confused for a minute because I know there's a lot of punk bars there, but
I mean, I feel like back in those days, too, minors can still get in bars too. I mean, come on. Okay, so listen, if you're in the era where like dudes are dating 12-year-olds and you're showing up to a punk show, I mean, I feel like she's playing the role a little bit too with the costume and the outfit and like looking older probably and trying to also.
I'm sure he found out that she was 13 when he's like, "Oh, nice, you shaved." She goes, "Nope, it hasn't grown in yet."
It's gross. What is wrong with you?
I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
If y'all made it this far, you've heard me say a million things like that.
All right, so punk rock show, right? She was described as a.
I just realized how fucked up.
She was described as a happy and social girl. She was very social. Yeah, with fucking 23-year-old dudes at punk rock shows.
Also, I feel like I just want to say it. Like, if you guys watch Letterkenny, Medicine Hat sounds like a small town like Letterkenny, so maybe she's able to get into those because it's like
everyone knows everyone.
At the agricultural center, there's a punk show tonight.
Yeah, and there's alcohol there. It's whatever. It's just the town folk. Just all town folk. Come on down in. You know.
Yeah.
Come on down in here.
So the Medicine Hat Agricultural Center.
What's it all about over? Oh, okay, I'm not even gonna try. Richardson was instantly taken with the goth lifestyle, so she rocked the goth thing. This is 2006. Goth.
Yeah.
You saw a picture of her.
Yeah.
She looked gothy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said she was a hot goth chick, and then I found out her age, and I said she's not hot.
Not that hot, actually.
She's actually.
In hindsight, she's not.
She looks innocent and pure.
She's old enough now.
I saw some recent pictures.
All right, so she wanted to become a member of some. I guess this was a big website back in the early 2000s. VampireFreaks.com. Did you hear about this? Do you know about that?
No, never heard of it.
So she was a member of the website VampireFreaks.com. They'd wear dark makeup. They'd make her look.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dark makeup makes her look older than she actually was. Her own upbringing wasn't as wholesome as Stanky's. Not Stanky now. His upbringing wasn't as wholesome as Richardson's. His mother was an alcoholic. Bitch. Right?
What?
Whose parents weren't fucking alcoholics?
Yeah.
Okay, first off, we're like defending you. Like, what? What did I do?
Yeah, I was like,
what did I do, bro?
No, when you said that, I thought you were making a slur against women, and I was like, oh boy.
He's bitching about his mom being an alcoholic.
I was looking at the time to see what to cut out. I was like, okay, 46 minutes, I got to cut out Jason's misogynistic rants.
Okay.
But it wasn't that.
It makes sense now. No,
this will be in a promo, so.
So he was bitching about his mom being an alcoholic and her many partner men and women, the way they made the article sound.
Your mom likes to have a good time, and that makes you sad?
They would abuse him in ways.
I understand that.
Kids at school bullied him, and by the time he met Richardson, he already attempted suicide.
Who hasn't attempted suicide?
So he's 23, though, living at home. Was he still 23 when the mom was fucking having the parents fucking beat him? Or the boyfriends beat him?
Maybe because he came up like that, he was still living at home, and they would just come over and punk him.
He's like a grown teenager.
I think they used to do it and be like, what you
gonna do, bitch? You ain't gonna know where to go.
I did that to somebody recently. I tried to punk him. I realized, oh shit, I look very old now.
Well, interesting thing about Steinke here. From the age of 13, he developed an elaborate persona. He created an identity. He wore a vial of blood around his neck and claimed that he was a 300-year-old werewolf.
I feel like he got the blood from getting beat by his mom's boyfriends. I know that's terrible. Don't beat kids.
What if he squeeged
We
it
were
off?
all beat, but don't.
What if he squeeged it off of a tampon?
It's blood.
Nobody's gonna smell it.
It's not even relevant. That's just gross.
It's inside the vial. What's that? Like black got in it.
It's fucking. It's not kosher. That's for sure.
That's for sure. It's got lifeblood in it.
That's you know what kosher means, but you don't know how to speak kosher.
When Jasmine Richardson's parents, Mark and
Wait, hold on a second.
Okay, there we go.
So he believes, and this I'm just.
Well,
really
not he believes. This is just a persona he created.
Well, actually, in this day and age, if this is what he believes, it's a hate crime to say he's not.
Okay, so he identifies with the fact that he was a 300-year-old werewolf, and he had a charm of blood in a vial around his neck.
If you add 300 years to his age, doesn't that make the statutory of the situation worse? It went from 10 years to 290 years older.
Yeah, that, I would imagine.
That's
that was funny where you went with that, though.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Okay.
All right, when Jasmine, the parents, Mark and Deborah, remember we forgot about them, when they found out about the relationship, they prohibited the daughter from seeing Stanky. Yeah.
The doy.
Because he's...
Stop talking to that old man.
He's 23 and you're 12. What are you talking about?
Stop talking to the guy that's putting tile in the house. All right? It's like they brought someone to cut the grass and she's like, so hi.
He's just delivering the food.
Hi, I'm Jer Stanky. I'm Jerry Stinky.
They call me Stinky J.
Yeah. Stinky J and the Vampire.
Just Stinky J and the Vampires. Here we go. We might have a title happening
Stinky J
here.
and the Vampire.
Oh, it's the werewolf though.
Well,
Stinky J and the werewolf.
Stinky J the werewolf. For 300 years, I've been Stinky J, and I'm gonna keep on being Stinky J.
Well, yeah, if you've got fucking tampon blood in that vial around your neck.
I'm almost willing to bet money it's not tampon blood, but also I'm not willing to bet money because I don't have any. But did it say what they it just said they abused them?
Yeah, it didn't go into any specifics. It didn't say sexual, but
so they probably that's what I'm saying.
Cigarette
not
butts,
sexual.
Beatings,
they probably beat them up, locked them in the closet,
cords,
went out to shows and
the bars.
Yeah,
that's what they did. You go to the bars.
Probably. Which why tie them up in the closet? Just like.
Just
my parents said, just leave me in front of the TV. Give me a video game.
2006 is like a PlayStation's out.
Well, I mean, that's how old he was then. The abuse probably happened in the 90s. But still, Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
True.
I mean, there's always a better option beating kids.
Atari. There was something there.
There was something.
Yeah.
Let them play
man, my mom fucking like whipped me with an Atari fucking controller once. She's like swung it like I know with like a chain, like a ball and chain, and crack.
Like a medieval weapon.
Like fucking hit me.
Yeah.
She used to do that with the phone.
I was saying, did she?
Yeah.
You told me a story about her doing that with the phone.
The phone, the extension cord, the Atari thing, anything with a plug, basically. The Christmas tree. She swung one on the whole Christmas tree just for the cord to hit me once.
Jesus.
Yeah, we have good holidays at my house.
I was the other stuff I didn't want to get into tonight on the joke stuff. I want to talk about some of that shit with my dad because I've told you stories, beat me, mental abuse, all that shit, whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I eat ice cream for dinner now from what? Fuck you, Dad.
All the parents were doing it back in the day.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, we were raised in the 80s. If you didn't beat your kids and someone would come and
Something's
beat you.
wrong with
Yeah,
you.
what's wrong with you?
That's what they act like.
Beat your fucking kids, asshole. Why does your kid have a free thought? But
It's the Bush administration.
but mine was different because my dad would beat me. Like he'd come home and take his cowboy, like heavy actual cowboy boot off, and like hit me in the back of the head. He knocked me out with my skateboard. But then I got that skateboard for my birthday, so like he would beat me around. But then I'd get like a trampoline and a Super Nintendo or a dirt bike. So it's like, you know,
So
I kind of earned this. You know, I hope he hits me harder next year.
I think you were finding the things that you were going to get beat with.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Run me over with the, he did run me over with the dirt bike.
Like, I do want this Nintendo, but fuck, he's going to beat my ass with that shit.
Yeah,
What is he going to do with the trampoline with me?
What do you want for Christmas? Nothing.
Nothing at
No,
all.
I'm good. I'm good. What do you want for Christmas? Let me get you something.
All right, so here's our motive, plan, and the follow-through. Richardson and Stanky were in love. That's not going to stop them. Livid at Richardson's parents, Stanky wrote on his blogging platform on April 3rd, 2006.
Oh, he blogged about it.
He blogged about it. He said, "My lover's rents are totally unfair." Like parents, you know.
My what?
My lover's rents are totally unfair.
Okay.
He says that they say that they really care, and they just don't know what is going on. They just assume. Their throats I want to slit. Finally there shall be silence. Their blood shall be payment.
Well, I have one question about that, which
Okay.
sounds horrible to do to people.
This is when people
But-
especially didn't know that the government was already watching you on the internet, and they thought you were just
I assume they were watching me before the internet,
Yes,
but why does he need to slit their throats if he's a werewolf? Doesn't he need to eat them to survive?
Yeah, you should just bite them.
Yeah, you can bite them.
Wouldn't that be like an ultimate power move if you fucking made her parents part of your pack that you were the alpha of? Be like, bitch, you're in my pack now, and make the parents fucking run with you.
Jason's always looking for a position of power.
But I'm a company man, you know. So I mean, I want to go through the chain. I'm looking for growth.
Hey, but Cap, I'm not a pro-union guy.
Okay, according to the police reports, it was Richardson who first proposed the plan in an email because it was electronic mail back then.
Hey, did you get my email? There's
No.
Yeah, it's one that says subject kill my parents. It's I want to kill my parents, but I had to paraphrase because the subject line is not. I accidentally CC'd my parents on this.
It only
so
let me. Yeah.
We got to move quick.
All right. So in the email, he told her that he had a plan. Stanky had a plan.
Wait, did she send an Evite to her parent killing?
I wonder if they would have messaged. I would have rather instant messaged about this as opposed to an electronic.
I'd rather
email.
just talk to you in person or just not kill people.
Well, remember, this girl's 12 years old. She had to go home like anytime the parents told her to.
Well, can you sign me onto the internet? I'm trying to get my boyfriend to kill you. You're a bitch.
Okay, babe. Here you go.
Whatever. Eat your potatoes.
The plan begins with me killing them, and it ends with me living with you. Is what he wrote.
Okay.
Stanky was receptive. Oh, so she wrote that to him.
Oh, okay.
She wrote that to him. Stanky was receptive to the idea, replying, "Well, I love your plan, but we need to get a little bit more creative, like with the details and stuff." That was
It was all
verbatim.
over email
Yeah.
and stuff. Hey, also with your parents, we need to figure out stuff. So
What if the parents set up that plan for her and they're like, "We get CC'd on everything that you send"?
you're so dumb. If you're gonna kill me, do it in the bathtub. It's easier to clean up.
Well, Richardson, as you would expect a 12-year-old to do, reportedly told some friends about the plan to kill her parents.
Well, yeah, it's the new thing that's going on. We're gonna kill my parents.
And everybody thought, "You're just kidding. You're not going to do it." They thought she was joking. Nobody took it seriously.
Yeah.
Like normal, you know.
Like every scary movie ever. I want to see the one scary movie where somebody's like, "There's a demon in here," and they're like, "Let's get out of here."
Let's
Then.
fucking leave.
Fucking, I don't want to be around a demon.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's lure them somewhere else to haunt someone else.
It's every paranormal movie you watch. You're like, what? The house is creaking. It's shifting.
So the night before the murders, the duo watched Oliver Stone's 1994 film, Natural Born Killers. Great movie to watch when you're planning on wanting to kill your parents.
Yeah.
Remember Rodney Dangerfield was the dad in that?
I remember and it made you hate Rodney
I
Dangerfield.
felt icky after.
I felt gross.
I felt like he grabbed my butt in that scene.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. I love Rodney Dangerfield, but
he played. I wish that he would have played more parts actually like that in movies, more like maniacally creepy.
I think
disgusting.
funny guys are like comedians are really good at playing those evil villain roles, and that's what I wanted.
Because you're so used to seeing them not doing it. That's odd.
You're used to they're making you laugh. But I want, that's what I want to do. I want to play the villain. Anyways, enough about me. Back to Stinky and the vampire here.
So they watched Natural Born Killers, formed a plan. Boom. All right. Then next night at her parents' home on a quiet residential street in good old Medicine Hat, Canada, with the one road going east and the one road going west.
You going to Medicine Hat? Nah, I just came from Tail Cap.
Jasmine Richardson and her boyfriend followed through with their massacre. The next day, a neighbor told reporters that a young boy went over to the friend's house, Richardson's little brother, and thought that he saw a body through the window. He ran home and told his mom, and they called the police.
So she killed, was it just the parents? Did she have siblings?
I think it was a house full of people. It is a house full of people. We're going to get to it, but hold on. Inspector Brent.
Brent or Brett?
Brent, B-R-E-N-T. Secondiac?
What are you saying to me?
That's his last name. It's like Scandinavian or some shit.
It sounded like you were asking me in like Norwegian to suck your dick.
Secondiac?
Secondiac?
You Secondiac?
Secondiac?
Are we doing this or we no? We no? Okay.
I don't know. Secondiac?
You first? Okay. He arrived on the scene and looked into the basement window where he saw at least one person on the floor. He called other officers for backup, thinking that they may be able to save someone in the house, but nobody inside was alive. Mark Richardson, Deborah Richardson, their 8-year-old son, all had been brutally murdered.
Oh, come on.
The whole family thing. Like, come on, bro. You want to fucking, like, steal the girlfriend and you think the only thing is, why don't you just go to fucking California like everyone else that fucking runs away with their boyfriend?
Yeah, you could cut out the part of killing their parents, so they're just kind of looking for you. Yeah, go to California. Go just leave.
Anywhere else. Florida.
You'll fit right in Florida. Actually, he'll still fit in if
Swim
he
to
kills them.
Cuba. Who the fuck knows?
Swim to Cuba, you fucking werewolf.
Well, you're gonna live 300 more years if you get the fuck away and don't kill these people. You know, I mean, like.
Well, it depends. He might trip and fall on a wooden stake. Is that how you kill a werewolf?
No, silver bullet.
Silver bullet.
Yeah.
But silver also kills a vampire?
Silver does if it's in a stake. No, it's gotta be a wooden
no,
stake.
it's a wooden stake.
I think it's silver. Silver makes them weak. Like, in the hiss and stuff like that. You know, like silver. Ah, you touched me.
Turns him into a cat.
Yeah. All right. One family member, 12-year-old Richardson here. She's the only one missing, and the cops are like, "What the fuck?" It wasn't even in the realm of possibility that she was one of the accused. They didn't even think that the daughter was even part of this. They're like,
well,
"Where is
they
she?"
hadn't checked her email yet. So.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Piecing the events together, the police found that Deborah was killed first after being stabbed at least a dozen times. Mark fought back with a screwdriver. He was getting creative. He's probably like doing some home repairs. Like, what the fuck, you know?
Hey, toss that wrench. Hey, get out of here!
Stop it! Right. I don't mean to make fun of this.
Stop it! Stop murdering me!
Ow! 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 Right.
Something touched Jason's foot once, and he got scared like it was gonna hurt, and that's what he did.
Oh man, I was being facetious about it.
That's not even the right word.
It totally is. Anyone want to write and let them know it is? Okay.
They're not gonna write. They don't do shit.
Screwdriver. He was stabbed to death as well. Both parents' bodies were found in the basement.
So they stabbed him with a knife, and he fought back with a screwdriver.
That's right. Upstairs in his blood-soaked bed, the youngest Richardson boy was found throat slashed.
Oh, God, that's
fucked up.
fucking
I hate
terrible.
when they kill kids, man. This shit bothers
I don't like kids and animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck adults.
Depending on what
kids
kind
and
of animal.
animals.
What kind of animal?
I don't even like kids. Well, yeah,
Like cats and dogs and domestic animals.
Werewolves, fucking go ahead.
Bear.
But like,
Kill a
especially
bear.
like a dog or a cat, someone's companion.
Don't kill those guys.
Yeah, don't.
No, that's our friends. Don't
Yeah.
do that. Fearing Jasmine Richardson was a victim too, the police released a statement saying that they were searching for the Richardson's daughter regarding a serious family matter, and they sent out an Amber Alert.
Even back then, Amber Alert was already
I
around.
think Amber Alert was already since like 2000, 2001, something like that. After receiving
Isn't
evidence,
that kind of disrespectful to all? I've always thought this. Sorry, but isn't Amber Alert disrespectful to all the other kids that went missing?
Kinda.
Yeah, what about a Joshua?
Well, that
what
was-
about Diego alert?
So I think that I take that back. I don't think it kind of is, but I understand the humor in it. Is no, they.
You don't have to explain. I was kidding. I know.
Okay.
I know. It's, yeah.
She was just the one that made it happen.
She was the one that meant she was the first white girl we knew about.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what it was. That makes sense.
After the police recovered evidence in her room and locker, Richardson,
In her
investigators.
locker, she left her murder plans in her locker.
Well, yeah, duh. She probably put a fucking checklist.
Don't
on
look
there.
at don't look at my math homework. Don't look at my math book.
Go to class, hang out with Stanky,
Yeah.
kill my parents, run away.
Become Mrs. Stinky.
He's a werewolf.
Yeah, but he's not. Hey,
He has period blood inside the vial.
he might be a werewolf, but he needs to be an aware wolf.
And aware. He's not very aware.
Yeah, he's not aware. I thought it was funny.
So from victim to criminal, a trail of digital evidence. This is when we ushered in the digital crime era. You know what I'm saying? They're able to go through your shit and track
What?
it.
They don't even have my password. How do they get in?
I have like a two-step authenticator.
Yeah,
No, that didn't even exist.
I change my password every 6 hours.
No one knows. Digital evidence led to Jasmine Richardson and Jeremy Steinke, mainly consisting of the email exchanges between the two. They were tracked down and arrested in Steinke's truck.
They were in a stank truck.
Yeah. They tracked him to a truck and found him there. It was real hot and stanky.
How far were they? Where were they?
It doesn't say specifically
This
yet.
was like, how long did they search for them? Did it say how long they were on the run?
Didn't say specifically, but there's a little bit more coming in here. So it was indicated that Steinke killed Richardson's parents downstairs while Richardson, the girl herself, went upstairs in her brother's room and did the deed. She did her own brother
she's
in.
fucked
What
up.
a bitch.
What a fucking
Cunt.
That's a cunt right
That's
there.
fucked
That's
up.
okay to call her a cunt.
She's still alive too. Be careful. She might come get you.
Well, I mean, I do kind of want to be a vampire.
I'm curious to see if Steinke ever made it out.
Me too.
Because remember they said she got out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Witnesses
Then
testified.
so just keep in mind, this chick got out. She only did 10 years, and now she's out, and she slit her brother's throat.
Yeah. Because the new news emerged, like I think it was just like 4 or 5 years ago of her getting released or whatever.
She identifies
She identifies
as a vampire.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Do you think
why are
that?
you calling her a vampire?
I
What'd she say?
wasn't. No, because you said that because she looked goth. The
Oh.
vampire and the werewolf thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Witnesses testified that the two had admitted to the murders. One witness recounted Steinke had saying that the victims had been gutted like fish. So he was talking to people about it. They're fucking real geniuses here.
Going around talking about it. Hey, I did a crime. Hey.
I gutted that bitch's parents like fish. Like, did you?
Why would
if
you-
somebody said that, I'd be like, did you really? Like, did you really do that? They'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, okay. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
telling
was gonna say that. I'd be like, really? Wow, man. I was like, are you for real? Like, are you being for real? That's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey, this guy killed some people. Yeah. 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 No, I'll push him outside. Don't come in my house. but
I
I'll
have
push
nothing
him
to do
outside.
with this. I had just overheard.
I would get that person away from me and then call the
Because they're
police.
gonna try to gut you like fish.
Yeah,
You
I don't
walk
want-
around gutting people like fish.
You think it's okay to
Like fucking 12-year-olds?
go to another life and just take it because you want to fuck a 12-year-old? Now, I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, y'all, but I'm saying I'm against it.
It's bullshit.
It's fucking bullshit.
It's bullshit. So the trial commenced in 2007.
And let's be honest, that's a pretty stupid. That's a
Stupid-
bad. That's a bad 12-year-old. She slit her brother's throat, so fuck her. too,
That's fucked
but-
up, and like for her to even, I think both of them are even stupider for fucking doing it with each other. Fucking 23-year-old and 12-year-old, that's stupid. 12-year-old and 23-year-old, like, can you not see something fucking weird's going on here? Hey, now let's kill your parents. Okay.
Well, it was her idea,
I know.
according to the emails.
2007 trial. Richardson, who was only identified as JR because she's a minor at the time, pled not guilty. Said she had hypothetical conversations about killing her family, but didn't intend on ever going through with it.
Oh, she didn't kill her family. She killed her brother.
Only.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was found guilty by jury on 3 counts of first-degree murder, given the maximum sentence for a youth.
There are some weird places that still like that. If you're a youth,
Canada.
the maximum they'll give you for anything is
6 years in jail, followed by 4 years of supervision in the community by probation.
So she only did 6 years.
6 years of hard time and 4 years probation.
4 years of hard, or 6 years of hard, 4 years of soft.
I mean, she's been diddling a 23-year-old man. She can handle it at this point. No, okay, that's wrong.
That's-
okay, sorry. Look at the time. What do we, yeah.
Yeah, hour, 5 minutes. I'm looking at the time to make a promo out of this.
Yeah. So she was on probation for 4 years. That means that she just got off probation like the last couple of years.
No, 2016 she was free, right? Because that happened in 2006.
That was when she was released.
So she was only and if she was she only did
4
6
years.
years. That's when she was released for probation. Because you just said she did 6 years.
2007.
So 2012 or 2013ish, she got out and was on probation, parole,
14,
whatever.
15, 16,
So it's
17.
like
Also,
at
17,
the latest
16 or
2017, she's
Okay.
out. And she's not out. I mean, she's free.
Yeah.
She could be anywhere.
So how about Stanky? What do you think he got?
I don't think they do the death penalty out there, but I feel like he got like 30 to life.
His shit went a little bit longer. His trial ended up ending in 2008. I'm sure when it came down to getting lawyers, she was like, I'm going to get my own lawyer.
Yeah. We're going to be tried separately.
Yes, not together. But you love each other.
Not that much.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? We found out vampires and werewolves don't really mix.
They don't mesh well.
Yeah. So, I'm going to move on.
Stanky was convicted on 3 counts of first-degree murder, and he was 25 at the time of the conviction. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole
Good.
for 25 years. In 25 years, he's eligible for parole.
Oh, so that's not without...
That's how they word. That's how they word it. He was
That's
sentenced to
weird,
life
'cause-
in prison without parole for 25 years.
Here in America, life without is life without, or they say like 30 to life, which means in 30 years you're eligible.
Yeah, so it should have been 25 to life, right? Is
Yeah.
what they would have said.
Yeah.
The couple exchanged letters from jail promising to marry. None of the letters expressed guilt or remorse because you know everybody reads them.
Yeah.
You're in jail. Richardson was released. She underwent extensive rehabilitation and treatment after she was sentenced. Psychiatric assessments revealed that she was diagnosed with conduct disorder and oppositional defiant disorder. These are disorders.
What? Say
That sounds
those
like a
again.
fucking teenager. It sounds like a teenager.
Yeah, say that again.
Conduct. I said conduct. Conduct disorder.
Conduct, so she's got electricity.
Yes.
The electric vampire.
She conduct
That's
disorder.
what the hissing sound is. It's the electricity. Anyways.
Conduct disorder and oppositional defiant disorder. That sounds like everyone has that.
It sounds like, yeah, I still have those things.
Yeah, I think I have both.
I don't like being told what to do, and I don't like behaving.
In 2016, just a year younger than her partner in crime was when they committed the homicides, Richardson was freed from the criminal justice system. Using reports from Richardson's probation officer, they indicated that
Indicated?
They indicated
They
through.
indicated that he ain't a potato.
And just so you know, Apple only 10% now. All that time.
Okay.
Get one.
It's a weird
All right.
thing. Okay.
Because you're gonna get an iPhone, right?
The cameras on the new Galaxies are actually better than iPhones. So.
So I said the probation officer said, you've indicated through your conduct that you have desire to atone for what you did. Clearly you cannot undo your past. You can only live each day with the knowledge that you can now control how you behave. And they released her into the world.
That's
free.
That's fucked up.
While he,
Her
rots
idea-
while he rots in prison and makes hooch.
Fucking at the age of 12, she slit the throat of her 8-year-old brother. So it's not like he's a baby and she didn't have a chance to get to know him. She's lived with this little boy for 8 years and she slit his throat. And that was okay to her. And I get that you can feel sorry and people change, but people like that, I don't give a shit if they change.
How do you like?
You should not be able to be in that situation again.
So she got out of prison. Like, what does she go do? I mean, is she like? Go
Well,
get a
to
job?
Canada.
Does she go get a job?
As we read on the other one, that other crime episode we did about the Will Baker
Yeah.
a few episodes ago, they probably gave her a new identity. He was in Canada also.
But it doesn't sound like they did because it wasn't that heinous of a crime as much as like eating someone's head on a bus or
Oh, man,
chopping up a kid as being two kids. Like
apples
those
and
other guys.
oranges. Yeah. That's. But still, though, I feel like they did. I feel like because it said in that one story, I remember that they do that for some of these criminals so they can still have a chance at life
When crimes
they
are
get out.
extremely heinous. Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Sperm. The sperm did it. They always find semen. Don't you think that maybe it's just the semen that's guilty?
No, I think there's just jizz everywhere.
It's New York.
Yeah.
It's come everywhere.
It's a pretty interesting story.
Yeah.
I think that they have made a Lifetime movie or something.
I bet they have.
Yeah.
So he's still in prison. Obviously, he's still got 10 more years before
Yeah.
he's eligible. You think they'll let him out?
It's Canada. Fucking they live in ass hat,
Be
medicine
nice.
hat, whatever. I mean,
Be nice, eh?
be nice to get out, eh? I mean, I want to see my girlfriend. I love her.
I
I love her, eh?
No, I'm saying they're telling him, hey, be nice, hey.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey, you be nice, and maybe we will. Eh?
I don't want to see you again here. Yeah, well, that's the story this week. What did we say for a name? The werewolf and the what?
I will figure it out.
I don't know. I'll listen back through the audio. If you guys like that story, let us know. Leave us a comment. Give us a good rating. Follow, like, subscribe. Do all that shit you guys do for the podcasts that actually make money, but do it for us because it's free for you to do.
Just a button.
And we want you to. Please, we do it. We tried. We're trying here.
Say something. Do something.
You can find us on Instagram at the Open Mic Podcast. And if you want to show this to your friends, send them to that page. Follow it. We've got, I don't know, probably 100 clips up now, and I got way more to release that aren't even on there yet. I'm just lazy and stupid. But there's tons of 1-minute clips, all the way, 30-second clips all the way up to 3 minutes. There's all that there.
There's a YouTube page too. With
Yeah.
All of these episodes are on video.
YouTubes, you can, if you want to see me, what I look like, what's up? Pretty cool, bro. No, but get on the Instagram, show it to people, and you can check the clips to see they're all previews cut from the episode. So I mean, you guys can check and see. Oh, this might be interesting. No, I don't like this episode. Whatever the fuck, I don't care. But check it out at the Open Mic Podcast. What's the Twitter?
Open Mic 5000.
We just post clips there. We don't really have a political opinion.
I talk a little bit of shit to some people here and there.
So the Twitter is basically Jason. So don't lump me in with him.
Yeah.
But also Facebook, of course, you can find us there. Search it. You know how to do it. Check out my Instagram at the at Mikey B the comic. I said that earlier. Said it again.
You share the same shit back and forth from the page.
I do. I share shit from here, and I also do a lot of other stuff on my IG. My IG's fire, bro. That's
He's
fire.
got a life of his own.
Not really. I just sit here basically. Usually, I sit here even on the weekends without the camera on. I just do coke all over
You
the
just
state
do a
over there.
podcast without any recording.
Yeah, I just snort a podcast. And I have one in my brain.
Spell the word podcast. See how
never-
far you can get through
I
it?
never finish the P. I always just keep doing P's. But that's it. Anything else? I'm not going to promote any shows. Listen to our stuff and tell your friends about it.
You
Follow,
don't
subscribe.
deserve any promotions to
I
know about.
I just don't have any.
Oh, okay.
But I am getting stuff together now. Getting some more shows coming in. I'll let you guys know when those are in. But keep following us for those live shows.
Yes.
We already know the first place is going to be at the Comedy Arena in McKinney, Texas. We're probably going to do a Saturday afternoon. It's going to be fun. Come spin our wheels, baby. That's it.
Go.
Bye.
Fuck out of here.